About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Burrow looking to pass. And going deep for Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he is all the way up past the 25. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got room. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DeMarcus Walker in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Desmond Trufant, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 on the play.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 19-yard line.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 7-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And goal.
Second and goal from the 1.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll go again with Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there on the run. 34 yards.
Arizona.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back now in Arlington. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run. It's Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
19 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Lindsey on the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 11 yards there, first down.
42-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. Look at the big man rumble. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got 4. We got 4.
Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.